Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. And on this video we're going to be talking about kit bashing. Here we have, people, some plastic glue and some super glue. The reason why I have one of each is that I use the super glue to stick things, and then I use the plastic glue just to like seal things off and make it just a little bit stronger bond when I'm using plastic. And you can see I just use super glue in all the normal parts all around like joints and things, and then I go back in with the plastic glue later on and seal up all those edges. Also, you can use the super glue for resin and for plastic as well if you need to, and obviously if you just want to use plastic glue, that's fair enough, you can just use that. It's just that sometimes with kit bashing, that if you do it wrong you can just snap the super glue off. So here I use a piece of old sprue, and also I use that metal component that goes into the plastic glue as to smoothing over the plastic glue sometimes. If I'm I use a lighter to melt the plastic inside the tube, and then I'm good to go again. Next of all, I have two pairs of pliers or clippers. The black ones I use for metal and for big chunky parts because they're like really old, but they give quite a big, like they crush a lot of the plastic. So if not, I use these guys. These are my precision plastic ones, and I use these for like clipping to get really into those tight, neat spots and have that really clean finish. Next of all, I have a selection of different files. I have some metal ones and some like normal nail files. The metal ones I actually just use for weathering and for putting down, like filing down big chunks of plastic or metal or whatever I'm using. And I have loads of different variants, from triangle to flat to circles to like a semicircle one as well, and it just gives you all different variants of weathering if you need to as well. And I've got a fully circle one that I use sometimes for drilling out like bullet holes. It's really helpful to have loads of different selection of different files for different weathering techniques really. That's the reason why I use a lot of the different files. I use the red one pretty much just for filing down mould lines if I've missed any. It's got two different sizes, it's got a higher gradient and a lower gradient, and it just really gives it that finish off product really at the end once you've like been filing and cutting up and things. Also, it's really another good thing for weathering flat panels as well. It kind of like just gives it like a little bit more of an edge and gives it more weathering for that paint to pick up on later on. Next is my Handycraft knife. I use this for quite a lot of different things. Use it to remove mould lines, or I use it to chop up and use for weathering again. I use it to chop parts off if they're really small, and just make sure you're just really careful with it really. Next is the pin vise. I use this for pinning models and a paper clip, and I also use this for bullet holes, and once again more weathering in the kit bashing variant as well. The pin vise and the actual paper clip are quite similar size. The paper clip is a little bit thicker, but that's totally fine because you can just push it in and it gives it a really snug fit. I'd rather it be bigger than smaller really. Next is my handy little tweezers. Without these I would struggle for many years having giant ogre hands, and they're just really cool to pick things off the table really. and placing them in really do need to put them on. Like you can see, I really struggle putting just those onto the top of the feet, never mind doing everything else. It's just absolute godsend really, and they're a definite necessity for kit bashing as well. So people, that is the full tools that I use for my kit bashing things. There's probably many others out there, and probably loads of different people use different things, but what do you guys use? They're really cool to know what you do use out of my tools and what you don't, and what you will be picking up in the future really. And in the next video I'll be going into more of things that I like to add to my kit bashing as well. These are just the tools that I use all the time for my kit bashing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Big loves, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to eat your balls. Bye.